It's Game 7, Knicks vs Celtics. Boston looking to avoid a disastrous end to their season. Bernard King had two 40-point performances in the previous 3 games. He's looking to pull the impossible. But right from the beginning, Larry Bird was aggressive. He comes off a screen, dribbles away from the double team, and hits a nice fadeaway jumper. Then he grabs the ball in the post. He's looking the other way, but he sees that there is nobody protecting the rim. He immediately makes a spin move and makes a nice shot under duress. Then he's looking to get others involved. He feeds Dennis Johnson for a nice fadeaway jumper. More on him in a second. Now we see him running the floor hard. He makes a few hesitation dribbles and rises above for another jumper. Next possession, he's running the floor again. DJ makes a nice feed and Larry does the rest. He had 15 points in the first quarter, but it wasn't all him. Dennis Johnson was also huge in the first period. He and Bird set the tone for this game. They took advantage of one-on-one matchups and they attacked the Knicks aggressively in transition. He finished the game with 21 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. On top of that, the Celtics did a great job of hounding Bernard King and not letting him have any easy baskets. He was limited to 2 points in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Bird starts off hitting a pull-up jumper. That's just too much space for him. Now take a look at this sequence. The ball is moving around and Larry is all alone. He gets the ball with a smaller defender on him. He has every right to shoot it, but he sees at the last minute that Parrish was left unattended. So he makes a sweet pass and the Chief does the rest. Here we have a loose ball. Everyone is scrambling and Bird finds a way to free himself for his easiest shot of the night. This time, nearly the same spot, but with a defender on him. It makes no difference. He hits nothing but net. But it wasn't all offense. We see him guard the much bigger Bill Cartwright and forces him to a tough jumper. That's right, he could hold his own when guarding centers too. Yes, this was an MVP performance. In the first half, he nearly had 30 points. In the second half, that's when Bernard King started to come alive. It's nearly impossible to shut down such a skillful player like him for an entire game. He finished with 24 points on 47% shooting. But Larry Bird was just too much. Here, we see his ability to play without the ball. DJ sets a good screen and Larry makes a nice curl to the basket. Then he gets the ball on the post. He draws a double, but he doesn't make his move just yet. He's waiting patiently for Danny Ainge to get to his spot. Then he makes a nice pass of his own that leads to a Kevin McHale basket. He's in the post again. He draws 2 defenders again. This time, Ainge gets no resistance for this mid-range jumper. And when you don't double, what does he do? He makes a 3-pointer. When he has it going like this, he's impossible to stop. Another player that deserves recognition is Robert Parrish. He is no stranger to having a strong performance in big playoff games. And this was no exception. He finished with 22 points on 71% shooting, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. He was the second leading scorer for Boston. In the fourth quarter, the Knicks continued to trap Bird and leave Ainge open. Well, he made them pay once again. Then we have Larry running through another screen. He curls to the other side and banks in a shot, fading away. It was just that kind of night for him. Now look at this ball movement from the Celtics. The ball traded hands 8 times for this entire possession, which eventually led to an open shot by Gerald Henderson. For Larry's last field goal of the game, he converts on a quick catch and shoot. It was the end of a masterful performance. He led the Celtics to a 121-104 victory. They moved on to the conference finals. Now let's look at Larry Bird's stat line. He finished with 39 points on 54% shooting, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and 3 steals. We're talking about a near 40-point triple-double in a Game 7. That's the second highest scoring total for a player who posted a triple-double in a Game 7, behind only Jerry West in 1969. Let's not forget that the Knicks were the number 1 rated defense that year, but he picked them apart like it was nothing. After the game, Rory Sparrow, the Knicks point guard, said this about his performance. You try to keep the ball out of his hands, but he is such a creative player that it's difficult to keep him down. He makes so many positive things happen, and he does it almost as though he was a point guard. But if you play him as a guard, he posts you up. If you play him as a forward, he creates other problems. And that's exactly what we saw during the highlights of his performance. I chose this game because it's the perfect representation of his greatness. The higher the stakes, the higher the level of performance. There's a case to be made that he's the greatest Game 7 performer. You could always count on him to play even better than his lofty standards. Then we have his all-around play. First off, shoot the ball with efficiency. That is a testament to how great of a shooter he was. He was hardly driving to the rim. He relied on his shooting precision, and his defenders couldn't stop him. That's why he was a one-on-one nightmare. But if you double him, he is equally as dangerous. He always makes the right reads and never forces the issue. His rebounding? Is it any surprise that he finished with the most rebounds out of both teams? Then on defense, his 3 steals highlight how great of a help defender he was. He was the best in the business. I believe this is the greatest playoff run of his career, and this game is a big reason why. Now let me know in the comments what you remember from this game and your analysis of Bird's performance. Till next time.